Hello everyone, welcome to another video about this guy. Apparently he was Jonathan McIntosh the entire time. And for some reason I didn't figure it out because I don't follow a lot of these crazy people. I only found this guy through our dear friend India Shark Girl. I think in one of my past videos about him I made the discovery. So now this is his Patreon update that he announced earlier this year. He opened this channel before he did Patreon, fun fact. So apparently things aren't looking too good for him financially. Maybe that's why he does these videos. I don't know. So let's see how he describes his Patreon. I'm very curious because usually you can kind of tell how people, the intent of Patreon and how they feel about all that kind of shit. But let's just see how he describes it.
Have you ever read an article about sexism in the media and then made the horrible mistake of scrolling down into the comment section? Because if you have, then you've seen someone trying to derail that conversation with demands of what about the men? Now the last thing that...
Yes, when, obviously those people who make those comments are people that's the reason why you checked out that article, right? To see the comments. Not to read the article and come up to your own, opinion of it on your own. No, you read the article, then go to the comments and take everyone's opinion, and you're just disheartened by those who disagree with that opinion or that article or whatever. It's very shocking, I know, that some people might actually say things you might not agree with. I know, it's fucking insane. And it makes you triggered, it makes you angry, and you probably say that, oh man, it was a mistake going to the comment section.
Guys who are making that demand really want to do is have a serious discussion about the sometimes harmful ways that media represents masculinity. And they especially don't want to have that conversation if it's inspired by feminism. And so, that's...
Yeah, it can't be that some people might be who might actually read the article and said that, well, might just disagree and state why they disagree with it. No, that can't be it, right? No, they obviously disagree with it because they have an agenda to push. Again, there are other people who consider themselves feminists that make better points, and they don't try to sound one-sided. And they actually do some research for their point, and they actually do things that are more beneficial for the community than just, oh, let's just shit on things and not fucking move forward or something.
Exactly what this project is going to do. Welcome to the Pop Culture Detective Agency, a brand new web series that looks at media through a critical lens with a special emphasis on the depictions of men.
Oh, and he turned off likes and dislikes. He probably turned off comments. Yeah, he doesn't want anyone to comment on this, obviously.
Men and masculinity in popular culture. Hi there, I'm Jonathan. I'm a pop culture critic.
I like how he now introduces himself. Like almost a minute for us to get his name. He should have probably started with that in the beginning. Then, oh, let's just talk about all this stuff that might turn people away. And now I'll give you my name. Okay.
And video producer. I've been making online videos about social and political issues for over a decade now. You may have seen some of my...
His videos are kind of shit, by the way. I looked at the videos before this, and they're all 1 minute, like, dumb videos, but whatever.
Work. A while back, I made a viral video called Buffy vs. Edward.
A viral video, okay.
Get out.
I like watching you sleep. It's kind of
Get out or I will drop you out head first.
Oh, I just want to try one thing.
And then later...
Guys, it's so funny. It's funny, like, he took something from Twilight, like, oh, look at Edward, he's such a dreamy vampire, and then he puts that with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's kind of funny. No way is that a base joke that has probably been made at some point during the whole thing with Twilight. No way has that been made ever before.
Another one called Donald Duck Meets Glenn Beck.
Get a job! Lazy slob that refuses to get off the couch and get a job.
That remix made one of these two cartoon characters very, very unhappy.
Yeah, because, obviously when someone tells you that you're a slob and you should get a job, obviously the proper response is to be happy and be like, yeah, obviously you should get a job if you want to, get paid and all that, like what this guy should have done, but instead he's making these pointless videos, and now someone will say the same about me, but I don't make money off these videos, and I don't want this channel in particular to be a job. That's my other channel.
We're looking into the funding of this gentleman and the incredible propaganda against me like you've never seen, using Disney and Disney cartoons.
Over the past 3 years, I've had the honor of working as producer and co-writer on the first season of Feminist Frequency's influential web series, Tropes vs. Women in Video Games.
Yeah, that's why all these videos... Dude, he uses the exact same swipes that Anita uses, the same kind of, nonsense where he's standing inside of a single-colored wall, and why he just sounds like a complete douche. It's the same fucking thing. This is why he's male Anita, guys. They're the same person.
Both the Ms. Male character and the Smurfette principle have been normalized in gaming and in mass media more broadly. So much so that the two tropes usually pass under the radar and are often reproduced unconsciously.
Today, I'm excited...
Yeah, because there's no way that a species or, species would have a female counterpart, right? I mean, there's no such... that doesn't happen.
...to build on that work with a brand new series. This one will focus on
Oh, so he's leeching off Feminist Frequency to make his video series. That's basically what he just said. He's leeching off that. Okay, I mean, if that's how you want to make your money.
The representations of masculinity that we see embedded in movies, TV shows, comic books, and video games. The messages that pop culture sends to boys and men about masculinity are consistently both limiting and harmful. At this point,
But he has the same kind of mannerisms and, speech as, Anita. The only thing that's different is that he actually has arm gestures, so he seems more human than Anita, who talks like this the whole time, and just wants to show you her face, only her face. Well, he just kind of cuts in, to his face, to his body, so you can see his hand gestures. So, yeah, they're really the same person.
Familiar with the standard media conventions. Men are typically shown as either stoic heroes who use violence to solve all of their problems, or...
Yeah, Gears of War. Not like that the game is based on war. And no way, where would he get that idea? Could it be from the title? I don't know. I mean, maybe that's how they solve their problems, because it's a war. People die in war, people fight in war. And didn't Gears of War 3 involve some kind of science approach to destroy the enemy that tried to kill all humans? Yeah.
As bumbling fools who are incapable of nurturing or caregiving. With all the conflicting media messages out there, it's not surprising
But the thing with Homer Simpson is that they show him that he's a loving father, that he's, he might not be the brightest tool in the shed, but he's a loving person. Watch The Simpsons. There's some good episodes in there. Well, the earlier seasons at least.
A lot of young men are very confused about what it means to be a real man.
Yeah, I'm so confused on what it means to be a man. No way did I ever learn that maybe I should just be a human being. No, I need this person to tell me how I should feel, and media should tell me how I should feel as a man, because obviously that's where you should get all your life lessons. No way you should learn from your parents, life experiences, or anything. No. Video games, movies, magazines, all that shit should be the ones teaching you what it means to be a human. No way you should learn that on your own. No.
In the near future, I'll be looking at how manhood is framed by the Jedi Order in George Lucas's 6 Star Wars films.
Your insights?
He doesn't really do that, to be honest. If you look at his videos on from this, he doesn't really do that at all. He talks a lot about Steven Universe, so there you go.
Serves you well. Bury your feelings deep down, Luke. They do you credit, but they couldn't be made to serve the Emperor.
And then later, I'll be investigating some of the harmful ideas about geek masculinity that
The Big Bang Theory sucks. Okay? everyone knows that show sucks. I'm sorry, if you like that show, you have bad taste. I'm sorry. That's the truth. I give the show several chances, and each time it was just awful. It's a terrible show. Terrible.
Find on The Big Bang Theory.
I'm sorry, but in what universe is Wonder Woman blonde?
Relax, no one's gonna be looking at her hair.
Yeah, there is a lot to talk about right there. But this project won't only
Guys, do you know that Wonder Woman doesn't have blonde hair? Oh my god, guys. Oh, I'm so dirty because I'm a nerd. That's Big Bang Theory. Just nerds being nerds, guys. Oh my god.
focus on the negative. I'll also be producing a series of videos that look at positive examples of manhood in the media. The first of those positive episodes explores emotional expression on the Cartoon Network series Steven Universe.
Do you understand?
Yeah, okay. Just be careful, or I'm gonna run fresh out of family.
Stay with everyone and keep them safe.
Yes, in order for you to have a good depiction of men, they have to be crying, and obviously they have to show their human side. No way you would learn that on your own, being a human in on this planet, interacting with other people. No, we need to see it on TV to learn that we can have these feelings. No way could men ever stumble across feeling sad or crying or any of these emotions. These emotions, no. Obviously, media is where we learn these things.
A little further down the line, I'll also be looking at the remarkable ways that empathy and also fatherhood are represented on that show. These episodes will be long-form video essays, between 10 and 20 minutes long. That longer format really allows me the opportunity to delve into how culture is impacted by media, and vice versa, how media is impacted by culture. I'll also be making some shorter videos to supplement the longer ones. Some of those will be debunking sexist myths, and others will be defining commonly misunderstood terms. You can also look forward to some fun supercuts that highlight various patterns in the media. Although masculinity will be the primary focus of the series, from time to time I'll be creating visual essays about other socio-political issues related to popular culture. You can see examples of all that stuff over on my YouTube channel and also on my Patreon page. Now, there are more than a few YouTube channels that claim to be concerned about men. Unfortunately, most of them are aggressively anti-feminist, and they just spend their time scapegoating and blaming women for everything. It is a really bad scene. My new
all these people, all these YouTubers here, they all scapegoat, they all do this, they all do that. Don't give them views, give me views.
Channel will be an alternative to that growing trend. The critical
it's a growing trend, because when you go to YouTube, you're obviously on YouTube to watch people talk about these things, right?
Analysis that I'll be using is very much inspired by feminist theory. It's through that lens that I'll be looking at the ways that boys and men are harmed as a byproduct of hypermasculinity. So my hope is that this video series can help open up...
You know what's kind of funny? You know what's kind of funny about this video that I don't know if John McIntosh kind of realizes, but this is kind of a... You know when people talk about like, oh, women are being shaped by the media to be slim and all this kind of stuff, and then you'd see some men saying that, well, yeah, but you know that happens to men as well. I mean, pretty much what he's been saying, that the media also reflects masculinity in another way. So it's kind of weird that he's kind of saying the same thing that people he kind of insulted in this video have said all along. It's not that it's women's fault. It's just that a lot of these people criticize some of these feminists that play the victim card way too much. That's like, oh, the women are victims to the media. Men don't understand. But it's like, it happens to men as well. I mean, you know, why aren't men complaining about all these superheroes that have perfect bodies or always get the girl? You know, doesn't that suck? Oh, wait, no. Men will never understand. Women, on the other hand, they're oppressed by the media. And this guy is kind of making a rebuttal to that, which is kind of weird. But, it's weird. It's very weird. This whole thing is just... Okay.
Conversations about how we, as men, can work together to achieve more constructive, cooperative...
I like how he named this video Patreon announcement, and we're 5 minutes in, and he has not even talked about his Patreon. This is more of an intro video to his channel, and all that. It's not a Patreon announcement because he's not announcing a Patreon. So then, what is this video?
And empathetic forms of masculinity. And this is where you come in. I'm going to need your support to help keep this...
Oh, great. Now, a minute left and he's now talking about Patreon support. Okay. Not like that's important or anything, right?
...project going. Creating these videos really is a full-time job. They take a tremendous amount of time to research...
While he's sitting at a cafe. Yeah, okay.
...write and produce, especially for just one person. There'll be no ads on anything I make, plus all my videos will be available for free for everyone, including educators. So the only way this project can continue is if you fund it. You'll find all the details in the text below this video. I am super excited for this project.
Yeah, you have to fund it for him to keep doing it. You have to, but they're free. But you have to fund it for these videos to happen. But they're free. What he's trying to say, or he kind of said that, is that these videos are going to be free to watch, but to make them you have to fund them. These are funded videos. So there you go.
Project, and I hope you are too. So please become a patron of the Pop Culture Detective Agency.
He doesn't talk about his rewards or anything, which is... Let's take a look at his Patreon, actually. Well, actually, his link should be here. Yeah, right there. Let's go to his Patreon. What are his goal? Halfway to sustainability. But in that video, you saw him in a fucking cafe. That cafe is probably expensive. A lot of independent cafe that's not a chain are usually expensive. Halfway to sustainability, plus I can make some much needed equipment upgrades. You saw this video. What more does he need? He's just talking in front of a camera. He's not making a fucking movie. My MacBook has treated me very well over the years, but it is 4 years old now and held together by a bit of tape. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. And he has $179. He made $179 per video, so that's something. It doesn't even look like his goal is even like gaining any traction. It's not even going anywhere. He has 60 patrons, and that's as much as he makes. Okay. $1. All patrons will be invited to backer-only comment threads for each video where you can participate in conversations without fear of harassment. It's notoriously difficult to have meaningful online discussions about gender on social media because of open comment sections always descend into toxic mess with these issues is discussed. But like the thing with that is that if you make a comment on YouTube and you don't like the people who are commenting under you, you can delete comments if they reply to you, and he can delete comments, or you can just mute the conversation if you don't want to talk about it. If you know that the conversation's not going anywhere, just mute the conversation. There you go, and you can even block the user on YouTube. It's kind of dumb that you have to pay $1 for a comment section when people can do it for free. And obviously, people who are gonna harass people, if they really want to go all out, they'll just pay $1 and go into these Patreon-only places and do the same thing because $1 isn't that much. If someone wants to troll people, $1 is not going to stop them. But then it'll be shit if you made that into a higher goal, Pledge $3 or more per video. You get access to closed video comments. Okay, you will get your name in the credits along with a huge thank you. Plus, you can help me decide on topics for future episodes. Yes, because obviously he's not going to be making videos that he wants to make. This kind of to give him ideas to make videos. Okay, that's good. Pledge $5 or more, and you get all of the above plus access to high-res downloads of each episode because that's what you want. Obviously, these videos that have just him talking in front of a green screen or whatever, you want high-res of that. Nudity or swearing will be redacted from any media clips used. Okay. Pledge $10 or more per video. All of the above, plus you will decide. You will decide. You will be invited to a monthly live streaming hangout to ask questions and chat about progress of the series. Must be at least 5 patrons at the amount to at this amount to unlock video streams. Okay. So 7 people I've pledged to that. 3 has pledged to that. 21 has pledged to that. 24 has pledged to that. So there you go. The rewards aren't bad. They aren't bad to be fair. I think these are actually decently priced rewards, which is better than DSP's Patreon, which is kind of sad. But the goals are fucking stupid. They're terrible goals. They're terrible goals. Let's look at the community. Let's see if I'll just take this money I used to give Thunderfoot and give it to you. Okay. Nothing good came from this. It's just videos that blames you. If you want to work hard to get something you want, it's toxic. If you don't know how to act around women because you don't know any better, The Big Bang Theory, Asperger's autism, it's toxic. You can only be one kind of person in his views. In his view. Sorry, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. What video blames me for what? I couldn't follow that. Whatever. So let's take a look at his page, at his YouTube page. Let's see. See, this is all these stupid like 1 minute videos or like less than a minute videos that don't really do anything. It's kind of lame. They're kind of lame videos. Yeah, see, go army bad guys. Okay. Yeah, there's really nothing else here. Like, I did a video on this. I was thinking of doing a video on this, but I kind of don't want to. Same with these two, but that's to another day. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this. See you next